This review is brought to you by 3-page instruction manuals. Seriously guys, what the fuck? This week I reviewed Singularity.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, open fire!
Singularity isn't just any FPS. It has time travel. And I know what the other reviewers have been saying. They're saying this game is epic, this game is sweet. And I agree with them, to a point. But only to a point. The game has an epic story about Russians who are trying to develop this new technology back in the 50s that would dethrone the mighty A-bomb. And some crazy shit happens, and everything on the island explodes into this weird time warping area. And you're the lone person who has to go back in time and fix everything. But you fuck it up and mess up your present time period. It's a really interesting story if you can get into it, and by far the highlight of the game. You're given a device called the TMD, or the Time Manipulation Device, which can control what time period things are in, so mostly like barrels and stairs. The TMD has other abilities, like the gravitational pull. Basically turns the TMD into a gravity gun, but like a weird, not as good form of the gravity gun because it only works with some things in the area. You also get this ability called Deadlock. Deadlock freezes time in a certain area and allows you to move freely in it, so you kick off all your enemies inside that area. The game, in my opinion, is at its best right at the starting of the game, where you're like going through with your partner. There are a few other partner moments. The rest of the game is kind of dragging on. Like, the partner moments feel so badass because it's just fast paced and jump scares are coming out from all over the place. Those are epic moments. The rest of the game is kind of just like, whatever. I really wanted to get back to those partner moments. If they had more of those in the game, that would have been awesome. Playing this game, you'll get a real Boishock feeling with a nice aftertaste of Back to the Future. The graphics are solid, but they're nothing worth mentioning except for a few of the time manipulation effects. Those are kind of cool. And the voice acting, in my opinion, is at its best during the ghost sequences where you like walk in and then there's ghosts around. But other than that, I really like the atmosphere of Singularity. Singularity was like really creepy and it was full of mystery. It was awesome. That was a big plus. Overall, Singularity is a game worth playing, but I wouldn't recommend buying it. There is a multiplayer, but It's not really deep enough to go into any detail at all, and it feels more like it's tacked on than an actual, hey, let's make an awesome multiplayer game. And I don't really see many people staying on the multiplayer, especially only being 2 modes. But the story was really interesting, and presented within that atmosphere, it really makes the game stand out among other FPS, especially with the time travel. Not many games have time travel anymore, and in fact I can only count 2 that do. Anyways, definitely worth a rental, but not worth a buy. This has been a quick video version of my written review for the same game, which has far more details and can be found on 8bitfix.com. Links are in the underbar. My name is DrewReview, and I'm just saying.
This is our good friend Dr. E99.